like tweeting or texting or something over there.
I'm more nervous about the loose cannon we all know as Chuck Edwards.
Well, I got to tell you, and I know my wife, my beautiful wife, is listening right now. She's taking our daughter Bree to a basketball game, and people ask me all the time how I got her because she's 17 years younger. She was like an injured gazelle, okay, on the Serengeti. And that's Chris Lane. Good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Man, do you want me to run this?
I do because, well, before we started
I don't
this,
know. You've already taken my headphones. Yes.
before we started this, you kept saying, "Oh, I know all there is to know about Chris Lane." So yeah, why don't you guys chat? And I'm going to sit back and relax, and I may try some more of John Rich's Redneck Riviera whiskey.
All right, you just sit back and be good looking.
I'll try.
Okay,
Chuck,
here's the
how
deal.
are ya?
Here's the deal about Chris Lane. If you were watching the Pebble Beach Pro-Am a couple of weeks ago, a lot of big names in country music were in there. Jake Owen was in there. Did Clay Walker play this year?
Clay Walker did play at the Pebble Beach.
Well, Chris Lane steps up to number 16.
16.
Number 16 at Pebble Beach, and it's a stadium course. They have literally 10,000 fans that basically surround the hole, and if you don't get it on the green, even if you do get it on the green, it rolls off. People absolutely hate on you.
You get booed.
And I was watching you when you stepped up to that shot in, 140 yards out?
Yeah, 140 yards.
Hit it right next to the stick.
Wow.
It was probably the luckiest shot of my life.
This was all on PlayStation.
You're good under pressure.
It was on PlayStation.
It was on Tiger Woods Golf.
Oh, there it is.
No, it really was. It was on CBS. You had Jim Nantz and you had Nick Faldo doing the backdrop for it. And I tell you what, I was so happy for you because I know you had to be very nervous.
Man, I was about as nervous as I could ever be. Way more nervous than I would. Even the first show that I got on stage to sing, I was...
Really?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Wait.
Well, this is his profession. So, like, when you go do something else that's not your profession, like golf, you got to be freaking out, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I'm a decent golfer, but I'm not, like, amazing. But I wanted to do well.
You looked amazing that day.
I appreciate that. I wanted to do well.
Which racked your nerves more? Being on the stage for the first time, golfing, or getting a dance by Britney Spears?
Oh,
we know all about that.
Now, Chuck, did you know about the Britney Spears thing?
I do not know that about Chris Lane.
Can
I know
you tell
everything
us a little
else.
bit about that?
Okay,
tell us about it.
All right, so long story short, I got talked into going to a Britney Spears show in Vegas last year at the ACM.
She's a great performer.
Yes, and
as long as you hit play.
As a 15-year-old kid, I will admit I was definitely obsessed with Britney Spears, like most 15-year-old male kids.
Did you have a Britney Spears poster?
I definitely had the poster right next to my bed.
So this is fantastic. What exactly happened?
Yeah, so I'm backstage before the show. I'm having a conversation with her, and she asked me right as we're about to finish up, she says, "Hey, can you dance?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Will you come on stage with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll come on stage." I didn't know what I was going to have to do, so I had a few tequila drinks.
Fair enough. Okay.
And her team, they walked over, they grabbed me when it was time, took me up on stage, put me in chains and whips, made me get on all fours and crawl as she spanked me.
And you didn't.
My childhood fantasy came true.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Are you good friends with Britney?
You could say that.
This is why Locash, they hate you. They're like, we don't like him.
That's why Locash hates me to this day.
I got my German Shepherds from the same kennel in Dorr, Michigan, where Britney got her dogs and her dad got his dogs.
Really?
And every time that Hans has a accident in the kitchen, I go, "Oops, you did it again."
That's actually very funny.
Every time I look over, I'm like, all right, get ready for the next comedy routine joke.
Here it comes.
When are you gonna retire and just go on the road with your stand-up show?
I don't know. I'm already retired. Haven't you listened to my show?
See, there it is. Chris Lane here.
Chris Lane.
Chuck Edwards.
Pebble Beach Pro-Am Master of Golf.
Champion of the world.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
We're going to be back with more here at MusicTown with 99.5 WYCD.